Hello everyone, welcome to William and the Magic Box. Today on our show, we are going to have Manuel. Manuel is from Barcelona, so let's see what Manuel has to say. Enjoy the interview. Hello.
Hi, how are
Hello.
you?
Hello Manuel, I'm very well. How are you doing today?
Yeah, I'm doing great, thank you. How about you?
It's been good. It's been good weather in London. It's been kind of not too hot. So yeah, it's been a good day for today so far.
Yeah, that's great.
So Manuel, tell me, where are you from?
I am from Barcelona. Possibly you don't know this city.
I never heard about Barcelona in my life, actually.
I can imagine. I know, it's very
My God, one of
unpopular.
the most well-known cities around the world. My goodness, how it's possible not to know Barcelona, of course. And that's where you are. I believe you are in the UK now.
I'm in the UK at the
And,
moment
and why the UK?
because of work.
So tell me a little bit about your job.
Well, I'm doing teaching and tutoring, so I teach students here in the UK. So that's why I moved in here. But I was also teaching in Barcelona, but I was teaching only English before. And I was also teaching in Thailand.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So here in England, in the UK, you teaching Spanish, or what you teaching?
I started teaching mostly Spanish, but then I started teaching other subjects. Because at first I was teaching as a teaching assistant in some colleges in London, around London, and I learned part of the curriculum. So then I started teaching other subjects. So I'm actually teaching privately. So at the moment I'm not working with any school. So
I see. And how long you were in Thailand for?
For 1 year, actually.
Wow, wow.
So
What
that's
a
why
good...
I moved to Thailand for work as well.
Imagine 1 year in Thailand teaching, and I'm sure the weather there was amazing.
Well, yeah, one of the reasons why I moved there was because of the weather. I heard that it was very nice to be like always sunny, always warm, so not cold. And I thought, wow, that's ideal. But then when I moved there, it was like, oh my God, it's so hot all the time.
And over there, you're teaching in a private school or just in private classes?
Actually, there I was teaching most of the time at the schools from the government. So I started in a high school because I got a job offer to work in a high school that was in the outskirts of Bangkok, was not properly Bangkok. And I started there. Then I moved to downtown, teaching primary and teaching English.
I see. Amazing, my goodness. Yeah, I think it's always a good, you know what I mean, those experiences in life, like teaching another country, like so far away, you always learn something and you always get, you know what I mean, get a lot, the culture there as well. I think it's that's the best part of working and living in a foreign country.
Oh, definitely. Definitely, I really started to love many things about Thailand, like the food, because I enjoy the food very much. And everything was so cheap in there. I thought, oh my God, I think I'm not gonna go, I cannot go back to Barcelona or the UK because everything is so expensive there that I definitely I'm gonna stay in here. But then I miss so much Barcelona and the West that I needed to come back.
I see. Manuel, I know as well that you are a writer, an author, yeah?
Definitely.
So tell me a little bit about your book.
Thank you for asking. So it's really a pleasure to talk about it because it's one of my passions other than teaching, because it's something that I really enjoy as well. So I don't not only do it for because I have to work. It's my main job. I mean, I do a living for thanks to teaching, and I really enjoy it. And it's a hard work, but one of my passions also, great passion, has been writing, and I've written actually some books, and have published all of these books so far.
Oh, wow.
So I started working on. I started writing about self-improvement because it was a topic that I loved it, and I was interested in coaching because I also studied. I was so interested in learning coaching that even I did a course in coaching. And when I was in Barcelona, and actually I did some coaching actually to people, and I enjoyed this because I was doing something else at the moment. I was working employment that was full-time, working like in an office, and I didn't really feel like I was happy, and I tried to find something else. So at that time, like about 2012, coaching was like quite trendy, and I started to do that, and also I started writing at that time as well in 2012.
Amazing. Okay, so during the game, I'm going to explore a bit more about your career, about your joys, and about your point of views, okay?
Yeah, of course.
Are you ready to go on a beautiful journey through your memories in life and to share your point of views?
Well, yeah, it sounds scary as well.
Welcome to William and the Magic Box. So this is my best friend. Random fun questions, okay? I'm just gonna play a song now just for us to move a little bit, to get a bit distracted before the first question, okay? Let's do it.
Okay.
Okay, Manuel, before we start the game, if there is a question that you don't want to talk about for some reason, you don't want to answer, I always can change, okay? It's all very friendly. First question for you is, what makes you very sentimental?
Wow, very sentimental. I think sometimes I'm very sentimental. Yeah, maybe when it comes to talk about relationships, mostly, especially if they are love relationships.
And why? Why makes you sentimental talking about those topics like love and relationship? Why?
Because I think it is one of the things that I'm really attached to relationships, and I don't know. I never. It's a really good question. I never ask. I never wonder why I was. I'm feeling sentimental about these topics: family, friends, love. All of these things make me feel sentimental. Yeah.
All your family, they're back in Barcelona?
Definitely, yeah.
I see. And do you believe that there are different kinds of love?
Well, of course, yeah. I mean, that's totally different, the love that I can feel to friends or family than love relationships. It's different.
Amazing, very good. Next question, let's do it. Okay, Manuel from Barcelona. Next question for you is, right, if someone come up to you and say, okay, Manuel, you need to remove forever from your phone, yeah? All social media together, like Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, all together, or you need to remove YouTube. What of those two choices you would choose, and why?
Well, it would be very easy to remove TikTok because I don't have TikTok. I have never used it, and I'm not planning to use it at the moment, at least. So, but I have Facebook and I have Twitter, and actually I have removed the Twitter app just today, so because I wasn't using it much. So I don't plan to use it much.
But between the social media and YouTube, which one would you choose?
Um, if I had to choose, I would choose to remove everything except YouTube.
Why?
Because in the past, I think I use Facebook and Twitter and a lot, and even LinkedIn. But I noticed even Instagram. Yeah, possibly Instagram is the other social media that now I'm using quite a lot. But I think I don't really need it. So but I definitely I feel that I want to have YouTube because I like to watch things on YouTube.
And of course,
Right.
on YouTube, and of
I go
course,
for YouTube.
yep. And of course, on YouTube, you can find there's a show called Really the Magic Box. I think there's a show that I think it's good to keep YouTube.
Oh yeah, I have watched some of the shows. And wow, there are some interesting interviews, some interesting people, very human interviews that I enjoy watching actually.
Yeah, there are so many fascinating people around the world sharing their memories in life, sharing their point of views, and somehow we connect with them as well because we face some challenges or some good things regarding what they went as well. So it's always good to connect with people and see how we are not alone in the world. There's always someone maybe facing the same situations that we are facing right now, or positive or negative or challenges. I think it's always good to hear some stories from other people, for sure.
Absolutely.
Next question, Manuel, let's do it. Before the next one, tell me what do you like the most about being a teacher and what is the most challenging part?
What I like more about being a teacher is that it's a rewarding job. It's rewarding, so that's for sure, and make me feel satisfied. And yeah, I like it, and I like the interaction with the students, obviously. And the most challenging part is when sometimes you deal with some situation or with students that challenge you a lot, and you need to be very patient. They test your patience a lot.
For sure. Okay, next question for you is, what is your favorite kitchen smell?
Coffee. That was easy.
Very easy. You always love drinking coffee?
Oh yeah, I'm really addicted to coffee. I really love it.
Anything specific or like just black coffee or with milk? Which one is your favorite?
My favorite is with milk. Yeah, like a latte, a cappuccino, something like that. With chocolate on top. Perfect.
Amazing. And do you like cooking, Manuel?
I can cook a little bit, but I'm not really a cook, and I'm not much into cooking. I'm really busy with all the stuff, so and no, I don't have the patience and to cook much.
I see. Very good. Next question. Let's do it. Okay, Manuel, next question is, right, if you could go anywhere in the world right now, where would you go and why?
Wow, actually that's easy as well, because I already have in mind that I would like to go to America. That's my goal.
Anywhere in specific, any place?
Well, I'm thinking, because I've never been to America, it's a difficult decision to where to go. So I would like to go to the States, because I've never been there, and I think I feel really fascinated about the idea of going there. But I would also like to go to South America or Central America, like Mexico, or somewhere like that, because of the culture and the language. I think I will feel like I have many things in common with people.
I see. Are you planning, or maybe could you see yourself work in another country?
Well, yeah, I think I could work in another country. So at least for some time, for some months, I could actually, I had thought about it that I could like move temporarily to another country because of my work. Since COVID, moved to a lot of online work. So at the moment I could do that. I don't know in the future. So I could move and I thought about it.
And when you moved to Thailand, what was how did it start everything? How the idea came along? You really wanted to live there, or it just, you were looking for it and suddenly this opportunity appeared?
So I at the beginning, I wasn't looking for a job or to move to Thailand. I wanted to come back to the UK because when I went to Thailand was 2015.
Mm-hmm.
And in 2014, I was for some months in the UK.
Okay.
But I went to Thailand because I had a teacher. Actually, it was taking classes with online with a teacher of English who was in Thailand, and he was from the UK, from Manchester, actually, where I'm currently now. And my idea was like, okay, let's try somewhere else other than London, because I was in London in 2014, and maybe I could try to go to another city, to Manchester. So I thought, well, maybe with an English Kuning guy from Manchester would help me. But he was in Thailand, so he wasn't in Manchester actually. So he started to explain to me his experience in Thailand, and he was really helpful because he encouraged me to go to Thailand.
Amazing. Wow, interesting. How life sometimes presents us some opportunities that you're not expecting, you never thought about, and suddenly this beautiful idea come along and you go like, wow, that's something that's meant to be.
Yeah, it was meant to be, definitely. And I don't know if how things went to the point of me being so I don't know, brave, maybe because it was really scary because it was my first time in Asia, and I didn't know anything about the country. And there was a moment actually that I felt scared before actually moving there. So when I realized that actually was for real, that I had the job offer, and I had booked the tickets. I thought, oh wow, my God, I'm really scared.
Did you manage to learn some Thai?
Yeah, Sawadee-ka.
Which means?
Sawadee-ka. It means good morning.
I see. Very good. Wow, amazing. Ready for another one?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Next question. Manuel, I was checking your profile, and of course, there is the name of, I don't know if it's your latest book, but it says there, El Nuevo Mundo. Yeah?
Yeah.
Is the latest one?
That's exactly. That's
so tell me about the El Nuevo Mundo. Did I say right? El Nuevo Mundo?
Yeah, that's correct. So all my books are in Spanish, although I have some of them also in English, like Lands of Smiles, which is actually based on my experience in Thailand when I was living in Bangkok. And I wrote the book there, actually. The whole book is written in Bangkok.
Wow. And and how about El Nuevo Mundo? What's the inspiration? What is it about?
Well, El Nuevo Mundo is a book that is very recent, and I wrote it because of the situation of the COVID and the pandemic.
Okay.
That was what actually made me write something totally different, because that's the first book that I wrote about sci-fi.
Right.
So it's the whole story is about two guys. And one of them is the main character, but actually then the other character becomes also very important. And so there are basically two main characters, and they fell in love, but in the future. so not in the present.
It's one of those character. It's based on you or not?
What can I say?
There's a bit of you over there as well.
Yeah, there is a bit. So the thing is that there are a bit of me in both of the main characters.
Amazing, very good. I love it.
Well, the rest of the book is a love story.
Oh, it's a love story. Okay, all right.
And also it's very different because of the ending. Changes many things. Obviously I'm not gonna say what the ending is about, but the ending is totally different from the endings of other novels that I wrote before.
Very good. Next question for you is, if you could stay any age for the rest of your life, what age would that be and why?
Wow. So I guess this age.
Tell me why.
Because I think that I don't think that in the future I will feel, or I don't know, maybe in the future I will feel better. Or will look. It's difficult that I look better because I'm getting old, so really difficult. And when I was very young, I didn't really like my looks, so I don't think I would like to go back to when I was a teenager because I didn't feel really comfortable with my looks. So I think now I'm fine, or even the 30s.
I see. For you, aging, it's something that doesn't bother you. It's like it's just numbers, or it's something that it's the back of your minds.
Well, actually, I don't think much about it, but it's definitely that I find that it's a bit. I don't know. I know it's that life is to age, and we all do. But it's just, I find it a bit sad, because, I mean, when we age, to be honest, we are not going to feel physically well, because our physical health will be undermined by the time. Also, we will look, it's difficult to fight the time. So when we get old, so it will be very difficult to fight the time in the future, and definitely our skin, our face will not look the same. We will look much worse. That's not a good thing.
I see aging as a beautiful thing. I think it's so good to age and see that you've learned a lot in life. You went through a lot of experience, but I understand your point. I think when I think about age as well, go like, oh my God, I just want to keep the energy that I have, you know what I mean? For me to be able to do the same things, go out or exercise or do things that I love doing it. But of course, with aging at the same time as well, you don't have the same strength. You don't have your body doesn't cope with your mind anymore. You know what I mean? Your body kind of slowed down a little bit. Your mind's still on and on and on, but your body.
Fight.
Yeah.
So maybe people don't understand when they're very young, but when you become older, then it's a fight. You need to fight against so for example, doing exercise and good foods, and you try to take care of yourself, because there's a point that anything that you took for granted is not there anymore.
Yeah.
And that happens when you get older.
Absolutely. Yeah, but I think nowadays that we are aging in a different way. For example, like let's say 30 years ago, when you were like 50 or something, you already felt really old. Nowadays, 50, life is starting. You feel like 50 is still doing so much that you haven't done at that time. You know what I mean? It's a different period right now. I think it's a different.
And do you believe in eternal life?
I believe that life doesn't stop when you die. I think it carries on. I think there is always a meaning, of course, This is, you stay, the body stay, but things gonna still carry on. So if it's eternal life or not, I'm not sure, but I think things gonna still carry on, because it needs to have a meaning behind, because when you feel so attached to people, close to people, friends, family, if everything stops, when you die, so what was the purpose, the meaning of?
Yeah, the meaning. I
Yeah.
know. It's
So I
something that
think,
also interests me, the meaning about life. So
yeah.
how about, do you think that it was something that I care, which is that in the future people will actually feel VA like an illness
Good
that you
question.
can recover?
Good question. Never thought about that. I never thought about that. But I
The
think that
scientists are thinking about that all the time, many scientists.
I think that's it's. I think that's it's all here. You know what I mean? Everything. I think everyone they think about. You know what I mean? Aging. Some people they think about age. It's already people think about that already nowadays. So I think everything's about in here. How you approach, how you it's everything here. Can be good or bad, but I think everything is how you control your mind, how you see about. And that's why I asked you, like, when I was saying about aging. For me, aging is a beautiful thing. Of course, it's not
Yeah.
easy. It's a beautiful thing. It's not easy. Depending how you do and how you manage your life, or what do you do, or what's your passion. So everything, it's a bit tricky, but it's very personal, I believe.
Yeah, I'm really interested in this subject because I watch a TV show or documentary about the scientists actually looking for ways to treat age as an illness. That meaning that actually people will not necessarily die in the future naturally. So they will die by accident. For example, so you have an accident or someone kill you, obviously you die. But if there isn't an accident or anyone kill you, then you won't die naturally, because the science in the future could be able to heal you.
Yeah. I think the science is going so, technology, everything's going so fast that they are find answers for everything. They are find cure for a lot of things. So
yeah, I believe in that. I believe that the science is progressing so much that I think at a point in the future that will be true. People will not die naturally. I mean, they will die because of an accident, or I don't know. If you do not get to the treatment, to the hospital in time, you will die.
Absolutely. Manuel, I have 3 questions left for you. Okay, let's do it. Okay, next question is, if you could have dinner with anyone, living or not, who that would be and why?
Living or not? I don't know. I don't really have anyone in mind that I will. I guess I would like to have dinner with someone that I met, but I haven't met yet. That is so special that I maybe even feel in like I want to get to know this person. I would like to have dinner. So like you have a date. So if I meet someone that I like, I would like to have a date, but I don't have anyone at the moment in mind. So I'm single, so I don't have.
That's okay. It's an answer. Everything's an answer. Do you and to go on a date with you? What this person must have?
Oh, definitely interesting personality.
Yep.
Yeah.
And what this person must not have?
Must not be very narcissistic. Mustn't be with a narcissistic disorder that only care about themselves and they don't listen, or they don't actually, you see. So that's sometimes an issue, that some people don't actually listen much, don't care. So even if they have good looks, sometimes it happens. But I mean, obviously, I will look at the looks, and if someone is good looking, obviously that attracts me. But then the problem is that if someone is very narcissistic, I cannot be interested for long,
I totally understand. I think can go both ways. When you see someone, what gets your attention first is the look. It's normal. It's a normal thing to happen. But after that, after a few minutes talking and everything, the person can look even more beautiful, or it can break the whole beauty that they had when you saw the person for the first time. So
Exactly.
it can go both directions, you know what I mean? So
It's
that's
about many things, about the gestures of
yeah,
the way they behave and they speak. So sometimes people that you look like, wow. For example, on Instagram, I mean, you see so amazing photos of people, and you can figure it out that they are so handsome, for example. But then you realize that sometimes the real life, or if you look at how they behave or the gestures, well, maybe you don't really like them that much. While someone else that looks like so normal, so that attractive, then if you meet this person in the real life and the way they behave or the gestures and their personality, you find them really, really attractive.
Absolutely. Yeah, it can change the whole thing afterwards. Just it's about spend some time and see. That's how you're gonna get to know the person better, and that's how you're gonna see the beauty, the real beauty there after talk. Yeah.
That's why I think that the virtual world is great. I mean, because obviously we can have a conversation and we can meet.
Yeah.
But sometimes when you look at on Instagram, I mean, I use Instagram. Obviously, we met on Instagram and I like it, and I share many photos on Instagram. But you cannot actually get to know people very well only using on Instagram. I think I believe that at some point you or any app that that people use to meet friends or date. At the end of the day, I think we need to, or at least myself, I need to get to know someone in the physical world.
Absolutely. 2 questions left for you, Manuel. Let's do it. Next question is, do you think your priorities have changed since you were younger?
My priorities have changed a little because when I was younger, for example, I didn't understand much about family, and when I heard about family, people were so worried about family and so interested about family, I couldn't understand why, or things like that, or even children. And now I changed my priorities because I understand that these things that they're very little about family, or people who have, I don't have children, but people who have children, I can understand why they are so important to them. So for me, my priority have changed in the sense of I think I value more family than when I was younger.
Amazing. Ready for the last one?
Yes.
Let's do a last question. But before the last question, I never been in Barcelona before. I never been to Barcelona. Tell me, someone come for the very first time to visit Barcelona. What is a must? What people need to see it? What's the postcard of Barcelona?
Well, obviously it depends on the person that what they're interested in. But I mean, for example, if you're like a gay guy that wants to experience, I mean, Barcelona is ideal for gay people because it's very liberal, very open. So definitely you feel safe also being in Barcelona, in the city center, obviously. So I think that people who that like to go to gay bars, for example, they can go to the city center and the clubs, and there is a lot of gay life. And obviously, it doesn't matter if you are not gay, you can obviously experience the beautiful city with monuments like the Sagrada Familia, or you can go to the beach or the parades and to walk and to even to listen to music at the beach and at the bars of the beach. So yeah, I know,
There's
well,
some
definitely the food is amazing,
Uh-huh.
and the
So that
weather is amazing as well.
the way you say like the weather is amazing, just kind of missing a bit of the weather of Barcelona, yeah?
Well, yeah, because you know you live in the UK, you know that the summer in here is not
But
proper summer.
this year is being like perfect.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, this year is different. Exactly, this year is actually, yeah, we have summer for long, not like just few days.
Yeah,
We're
absolutely.
having summer even today. It's quite warm.
Absolutely. Last question for you is, what is the first thing that you think about when you wake up, usually?
It depends on what I'm worried at that day, but usually I'm thinking about work. That's true.
Are you more of a day or a night person?
I'm definitely a day person.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't really like to go out very late at night at the moment.
Uh-huh.
But I mean, when I was younger, that was different. I really enjoy going out very late at night until 7 or 8 a.m. in the morning in the club and enjoy it. But that's definitely things have changed, and now my priorities have changed, and my daily life it's more important to me than the nightlife.
Amazing. All right, it's not the end yet. Let's play now the word association game. Okay, I'm going to give away some words. Just tell one word. Ooh, quick thinking. So, I hope you are enjoying the interview. Before we do the word association game, don't forget to give a like, don't forget to share this video, and also don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Just click on the button right there. Thank you so much and enjoy the word association game. Let's start with politics.
Corruption.
One word for money.
Power.
Love.
Happiness.
Family.
Love.
One word for life.
Wonderful.
Sex.
Desire.
One word for one word for religion.
I don't believe. I don't have a religion.
Friendship.
Love.
Fear.
Fear. Well, challenge.
Desire.
Desire. Guys.
Oh, regret.
Regret. Not many.
Okay. One word for success.
Happiness.
Wish.
Wish. Travel.
And one word for happiness.
Relationships.
One word for England.
England. Opportunities.
Good one. One word for Thailand.
Hot. And spicy.
One word for Spain.
Interesting.
And the last one now, Barcelona. One word.
Oh, beautiful.
Actually, another word. The name, one word for your latest book, El Nuevo Mundo. One word.
Wow, controversial.
Love that. Amazing. Let's pretend now I'm going to meet your best friend for a coffee, and I'm going to ask your best friend, what is the most beautiful thing about Manuel, and what's something that he still needs to work on or improve on? What your best friend would say?
Can I start with the thing that my friends would say that I should improve? I think that the best friend would say that should improve the trust more.
Mm-hmm.
And the good thing about me that they would say is that I'm someone loyal.
Beautiful.
That you can rely on. Yeah, and you can trust.
Easy. Let's play now.
Ironically.
Let's play now, Manuel and the Magic Box, and you can ask me a question. Okay, Manuel from Barcelona, you can ask me a question now.
Okay, what does it make you laugh?
What makes me laugh or love?
Laugh.
Laugh? Okay, what makes me laugh? Good question. I love the question, actually. You know what? The first thing that came to my mind, what makes me laugh, it's myself. I can go silly. You have no idea. Sometimes I find myself laughing with myself, like so many times. Sometimes, even if I remember things like about friends or at work or anything that I think about, it makes me laugh. It makes me laugh. And silly things can make me laugh. Even talk to friends. It's impossible for me not to have like a conversation with my best friend, close friends. Like just could be very serious, but believe me, through this serious conversation, we're gonna laugh.
Any topics that makes you laugh specifically? Are there any topics that actually make you laugh?
Yes.
The most?
I think it's actually good question again, because
Thank you.
I think what makes the topics, it's about, when like very silly things, like very silly, could be something that, sometimes, when you are silly, for me, what makes me laugh is I seeing people silly. For example, if I walk in the street, I see a couple walking and the boy touch the girl, like her hair, something very silly, this can get my attention. If I see if I see like a parent with a child and I see the dad playing with the child like in a very funny way, that makes me laugh. So like genuine spontaneous things that makes me laugh. Seeing people, even like animals as well. If I see animals doing something very silly, or you know what I mean. If my Instagram page before I start doing the show, now I post a lot about the show. I promote a lot the show on my social media. But before that,
I can see that on your
if
Instagram.
It's
all about this show.
Yeah, it's all about the show. But before that, if you go down and down like on my Instagram, you're gonna see a lot of like videos of me like playing with dogs, and like they are literally silly. You can see me doing silly things, just like that makes me laugh. When I see people,
that's sweet that you love dogs. I love dogs too.
Oh yes, animals overall, like even like cats as well. If I see something like, and sometimes I have a godson, like my godson in Canada. He's 2 years old. And I went for Christmas. Last Christmas, I went to Canada to spend with him. And literally, this 2 years old, and we are two together. My best friend was like, oh my God, I don't know which one is the most child, because we were both literally like, I was going with the flow and I was like playing with him. We were doing things that's silly, very silly. And we were like in our own world, me and him. Yeah, we were like in this world that just us and just both of us could understand.
And do you talk to your dog?
Oh yes, of course. I don't have a dog, but if I have a dog,
a cat.
Oh yes, we have a cat at home. Yes, absolutely. I come home, I talk to him. You know what I mean? I play with him. I see them as someone who understands me, and I can go into their world as well. Yeah. So it's all good. In those silly things,
and it's a kind of. I also feel that it's a bit silly that some people don't actually, feel the same way. But I don't have at the moment any dog, but I had a dog. And also had a cat for some years, and wow, I mean, at the beginning I didn't really, I wasn't much interested in cats, but then I loved her.
Yes, yeah, they can be very. The cat we have is not my cat; is my flatmate cat, but he knows me very well. He comes to me. He knows I'm silly. When he wants to play, he knows he can join with me. So yeah, that's what makes me laugh. It's about being silly, like really silly about anything. It doesn't matter what. But if I see people express themselves in a silly way, that makes me laugh. For sure. Genuinely. Yeah, for sure.
Got it.
Manuel, did you have a good time?
Yeah, and it wasn't much easier to answer the questions than I thought, because at first I thought, oh wow, maybe I'm gonna feel like I don't know what to answer. I'm gonna feel nervous.
No, the question is just very simple. You know what I mean? Just makes you go in your memories in life. You just share your point of views. That's I know sometimes can be scary, like answering question the spot, but you know what I mean. If you feel in a safe place, it's always an interesting thing to do. Manuel, before you go, can you share a positive message or something that you live by?
Yeah, so something that I have as a positive quote actually now at the moment on my WhatsApp is anything great is worth the risk.
Amazing, I love that. Yes, I think it's you need to try all the time, trying things, you know what I mean? It's always a good thing to do, and you never know what can come along when you try it. You never know.
I think I have it because I think that I want to, I have this quote now because I want to encourage me, and obviously this quote can encourage all other people to take risks that sometimes you think, oh my God, I'm going to do that and I don't know if it's going to be all right and it's going to work. But yeah, you will never know unless you try, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. You never know. If you don't try it, you never know. You know, so it's always worth trying, because if it doesn't happen, okay. But if it happens, good. So you never know. So you keep trying.
Keep trying. Like your positive attitude.
Yeah, absolutely.
Are you from Canada, you said?
No, I was visiting Canada, but I'm living in London. I live in London.
Yeah. Are you originally from London?
From Brazil.
Ah, okay. I'm Brazilian. Okay.
Yeah.
Now I understand. Because I have met people from Brazil and different attitudes. Latino. Yeah.
Manuel, it was a pleasure. Thanks so much for the interview, and you keep in touch. Okay, it was a pleasure to connect.
Thank you so much to you. Actually, very nice interview. I really enjoy it, and it was been a pleasure to meet you.
Muchas gracias. Muchas gracias.
Muchas gracias. Hasta luego.
Bye bye. Take care.
Bye bye. Take care. Ciao.
So, did you like the show? Don't forget to give a like, to share it, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And if you'd like to be part of the show as well, first, subscribe to our channel, and after that, just go to our website, www.williamandthemagicbox.com, and send us a request saying why you'd like to be part of the show. And I see you there. Bye bye, see you next time.